On this episode of the Who's This podcast, we talk with local musician Zaylie Windsor. We get to hear about Zaylie's love for music and how her journey of becoming a musician started at just 5 years old. We had such a great time hearing Zaylie's story, talking about fun concert experiences we have each had, and discussing all things music.
All right, we're here with Zaylie Windsor. Super, am I saying your name right, first of all?
Yes.
Zaylie Windsor, okay,
Yeah.
Awesome. I talked to Zaylie at the Spring Festival. Actually, Kay kind of gave me an in. She's like, yeah, I talked to Zaylie for you. She said she'd be interested. So I saw her. I actually caught you on stage after we we did some presentation at the Spring Festival, and I said, hey, you want to do the podcast? And she's like, yeah. I was like, all right, let me get your. So she gave me your email, and here we are now. So welcome, Zaylie. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're super excited.
I'm super excited about it. I've seen you perform probably like at least 10 times, and so I'm kind of fangirling right now.
Yeah, so you're a local musician. You've, I've seen you at some local events. At the Spring Festival, the Salsa Fest. I know you play there. But tell us a little bit about yourself. Just kind of start from the beginning, I guess.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, I've been singing since I was 5 years old. I started voice lessons when I was 5 years old. I did all the solfege and everything, and I guess ever since then I've just kept it going, and it's just been my favorite thing. So.
Is that something that is in your family? A lot of musicians in your family?
No,
Or?
I'm the only musician.
Oh, no way.
So did your parents just kind of recognize wow, our 5-year-old has a really good natural voice, let's get her into some voice? How did do you remember how that happened?
Yeah, I did the talent show at the elementary school.
Okay.
And my music teacher told my mom, she was like, she needs to be in voice lessons.
Oh, wow.
And my mom was like, I don't know, she's really young, and she was like, no, she has a really good voice, so you should put her in voice lessons. And luckily she listened.
Yeah.
So, because now I'm doing what I want to do.
So what school did you go to?
With Pal.
And who was your teacher?
Lori Gowan.
Shout
Miss
out to Lori Gowan, because that's super cool that she recognized that and had the courage, I guess, to tell your parents
Right.
you need to do this, and kudos to your parents too for listening to her.
Mm-hmm.
So
have you been consistently with the same voice teacher, or have you had different voice teachers or voice coaches? Teachers or coaches? I don't know.
Coaches,
Yeah.
teachers, either one, basically. I've had a couple actually, probably 6 or 5 different ones, because they all move away, and then
yeah.
I have to find somebody else. So my voice coach right now is actually moving.
Oh.
So.
well, and so how old are you now?
17.
You're 17. So 12 years you've been taking voice lessons. Yeah, so 6 or 12 years. I mean, that's not. I don't know, but it seems like
I don't know anything about voice lessons.
2 years per coach. I mean, I didn't have many coaches for more than 2 years. So yeah, that seems normal. Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
And you also play guitar?
Yes, I play guitar and piano, and then a little bit of bass. And I actually started on ukulele. That was the first instrument I ever picked up, and then I've kind of I don't play it anymore just because it's so, I don't know. It's a funny instrument, but.
The ukulele is easier to learn, right, than the guitar?
Yes.
That's a good starting point.
Yeah, I'd say it definitely eased me into guitar. Kind of got me used to holding it and everything. I feel like it's a good starter for hopping right into guitar.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm a ukulele player myself.
Are
And
you?
a guitar player.
That doesn't surprise me.
Same thing though, yeah. I learned how to play the ukulele, and that kind of progressed into learning how to play guitar. Because you can only play so many songs with a ukulele before it starts getting annoying. So
Davis has all kinds of talents and tricks that people don't know about. Like the one, do you still do the thing with the stick? And I remember.
Not since high school.
Well, you did it at EFY for a talent show once.
Oh yeah.
In Flagstaff.
I think I did it at EA too.
Yeah, probably.
For some reason, Vance always convinces me that I should do it at some place. And so anyway, I jump on a pogo stick. Meanwhile, play the harmonica, and there's these like things that you juggle at the same time. I do all three of them at the same time.
Wow, America's Got Talent.
It's a hidden talent. It's a one-trick pony kind of thing, though. So I don't.
Sounds like 3 tricks to me.
Well,
yeah, all at once.
Yeah. Anyways, Davis has all kinds of talents. I, on the other hand, not many. I don't play the ukulele. I can play like 2 songs on the piano that I've learned when I was really young. They're not good songs, but I do perform them at our Christmas party every year. So
nice.
I mean,
designated Christmas performer.
Yeah, it is the best performance of the night. I mean, it really is. But
it's the only one.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry, we got off track. So 5 years old, started voice lessons, and then when did you start like performing at events or different venues? Do you remember like your first like live performance?
I remember Darren Kamai one year brought me up for a song during one of his gigs.
Okay.
And then that just kind of, I think that got me a gig with the Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm.
It was for like the Boys and Girls Club gala that they did.
Okay.
And this guy played guitar with me, and I think that was like one of my first gigs, and then ever since then I've just been doing it.
So how old were you when you did that one with Darren Kamai?
Like 12 years old,
Okay.
I think.
That's awesome. And then so with Darren's gigs, like was that at a like did he have like somewhere that he played? Like how big of a crowd was it?
Oh, it was I think it was just one of the festivals that they do that Reed comes and he brings all the sound and everything. They just do I forgot what that place is called. On Main Street.
Oh, at Genevieve's?
No,
because you played theirs too, right?
Yeah, I played Genevieve's too.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can cut all this out. I don't know.
No, this is exactly what it
City
is.
Hall or whatever?
Oh yeah, like on the lawn.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it was one of those events.
Okay.
And he just was like, let's have Zaylie Windsor come up on stage, and then I think we sing "Shallow."
As a 12-year-old.
From that movie that.
As a 12-year-old, were you nervous?
Yes.
Because that was your first one.
Yes.
So
I was very nervous.
Has it gotten easier, like the more that you do?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah. I'm definitely. Like, I'm still nervous, but I think it would be weird if I wasn't nervous. It would kind of be like, I don't know. But I think the nervousness is good.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Probably goes away pretty quick, like once you're on stage and you start singing, right?
Like, after the third song,
yeah.
Usually I'm, like, pretty confident.
Kind of settled in and gotten comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That's anytime I do any sort of, like, public speaking, it is nerves for weeks, and then I get up and start speaking for 3 minutes and it goes away pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But singing is probably a different level because you are displaying your talents and it's like these people are judging. I don't know.
Well, no, actually I would much rather sing in front of people than speak in front of people.
Yeah, really?
I do not like speak. Even like at my gigs, my mom always tells me that I have to like talk to the audience, but I'm so bad at public speaking. It's not good. I'm trying though.
Yeah, public speaking is tough. I'm the same way though. Like I'll stress about it, and then as soon as once you're up there and talking, you kind of just get into the zone, I guess. And I'm probably still suck at it, but I'm just doing it. So
I'm probably doing a terrible job, but at least I'm not nervous anymore.
Yeah, at least you're not nervous anymore. Exactly. Well,
probably tripping over my words.
Yeah.
I'm definitely doing that, yeah.
So do you, have you like started, like do you travel at all? Do you go and play or sing in other areas, or is it mostly here in the Gila Valley?
I play a lot in Phoenix and like Tucson. I do the Tucson Folk Festival.
Okay.
I just did that this year, and I do just like little gigs here and there. I've been playing at this place in Sonoyta. It's at like one of their vineyards that they're having.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I kind of travel. I played in Bisbee, which was so fun. Bisbee is crazy, but it's so fun.
Really?
Yeah, there are some crazy people.
They get a little wild at the party a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You see a little bit of that at the Salsa Fest, and you got there's always 3 or 4 people that had a little bit too much to drink and they're dancing on the lawn and having a good time, which is great.
Yeah.
It kind of adds to the entertainment.
They're my top supporters.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do you have favorite like songs that you feel like you are playing? Because you have some originals, right? Don't you have quite a few originals?
Mm-hmm.
But then you do a lot of covers too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have favorite both originals and covers? Tell us about them.
Originals scare me. I don't share a lot of my originals just because it's kind of, I feel like it's way more vulnerable than just singing
Totally.
somebody else's song, but I feel like I have a couple covers that I play at like every gig, like Still Into You by Paramore. I play that one probably.
Yeah.
Every single gig that I do.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Mm-hmm. Valerie by Amy Winehouse. I don't know. I just have I have a lot of songs that I kind of keep the same and then I just add in different ones.
Mm-hmm. So those two that you play a lot, is that because that's one of your favorite songs, that's like your favorite song, or that song works well with your voice? So, is there like a difference, I guess? Like, do you have like the music that you like to sing and the music that you like to listen to? Like, is there a difference?
There is a difference. I usually tend to sing songs that are like more like crowd, like
pleasing,
like songs that have like been on the radio for like 10 years.
You want the crowd to recognize the song because they're going to be more engaged in the song. That definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
I remember when you played What's Going On by 3 Non-Blondes. I loved it. It was so, because it's
that is the one I play all the time too.
It's great, and you do a great
People love
job.
that one.
Yeah, because it's like everybody knows that song, and when you hit the chorus, it's like, what's going on?
Right. Everyone already knows it. Like,
Yeah.
and that's why playing your own music or your own originals is so
It's tougher,
vulnerable, because you don't, they haven't heard it yet. You don't know if they're gonna like it. The
Right.
songs that have already been proven, I guess, would definitely be easier, more, you'd be more comfortable singing that. That definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You were telling us before we started that you have like a little studio in your room, so you've recorded, I'm assuming, or
very amateur recording in my room. Yes.
so
Of your own songs.
Yes.
I can tell that you're very nervous about them, but that's what intrigues me, is I love original music. So when's the first Zaylie Windsor CD coming out? Because I'd be super interested
gee,
in that.
how old are you?
Oh gosh, yeah. You're right. You don't have CDs anymore? You don't listen to
It's
CDs?
Spotify now.
Yeah, Spotify. Yeah, good call.
Do you? I mean, so have you recorded?
I've recorded here and there. Not really. Nothing's finished, but hopefully in the next few years I'll have something to put on Spotify or something like that. I don't know.
So nothing released yet?
Mm-mm.
What about any covers? Have you recorded any covers that you put out there yet?
I haven't. I'm not sure about the copyright for that, but I don't know. I'm wanting to.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that, because I mean, music industry is something totally foreign to me. So I always wonder, like, if you record a cover, you can't just release it and start profiting from it, because then that's somebody's IP. Though.
I know, but I think as long, I could be completely wrong, but where did I was listening to a podcast somewhere about this. Like, once a song is out there, it's released. You can, as long as you're giving them credit, as long as you're saying this isn't my original song, I think that you can record it and release it. I don't know about
and make
making money from it, but as far as putting on, I think that if I wanted to record, if I want to record myself singing someone else's song, as long as I'm not saying this is my song, I think that you can. But I could be completely wrong.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Isaac is not your lawyer.
Yeah. No, definitely don't go off of my word.
I'm gonna go record a song.
This is not legal advice.
I've looked and I've kind of because I've been wanting to put some covers on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm scared that I'm gonna get called by some lawyer. He's like, you need to take this down right now.
Listen, it's always better to ask forgiveness instead of permission. So just do it, and if you get in trouble, just say, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know," or say, "Sorry, Isaac told me it's all right."
And I bet that you're right. Because if they tried to police everybody that does a cover on
Right.
YouTube, that would be an insane amount of enforcement that nobody could even
That would
scratch
be-
the surface of.
Yeah, that would be way too hard.
So I think you should,
All right.
again, not a lawyer though, but yeah, you totally should. And this is coming from two guys that talked about doing a podcast forever, and here we are.
We're probably
finally.
breaking all kinds of laws
Yeah.
ourselves, honestly. Well, we haven't gotten in trouble yet now, but
But I mean, tons of people talk about you and are proud that you're, I mean, especially here, are proud that you're from the Gila Valley. So I think immediately you would have a pretty big following. I mean, big for Gila Valley, but big following
Mhm.
on YouTube or whatever platform you
Right.
post on.
Yeah, I post on TikTok.
Yeah.
Which is TikTok's weird. Like, it's a lot different from like Instagram or YouTube or anything. But I think I'm gonna start posting on YouTube because I feel like it's just more like I can do longer videos too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can do like a whole cover of an entire song.
Yeah.
But,
Do you feel like a lot of support from the community?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love the community. Everyone's really great and really nice. I feel like this was a really good place to kind of grow up in.
Absolutely. Me and Davis are both from here as well.
Oh really?
Yep.
Cool.
I grew up in Thatcher, graduated from Thatcher. Davis grew up in Pima and then came to the bright side and graduated from Thatcher. So, are you going to Stafford right now? Or what school, or where do you go to school?
I'm at EAC.
Oh, you're at EAC. Okay. Gotcha. So, when did you graduate?
So I got my GED.
Okay.
And I'm going to EAC next year.
Gotcha.
I literally just told my nephew, he's a senior this year, and I told him, man, if I could go back and do it again, I would have gotten my GED and gone right to EAC and skipped the 3 hours of lifetime sports that I had my senior year.
Seriously, senior year at Thatcher High School was an absolute joke. It was a lot of fun,
It was a
but
lot of fun, but also a waste of a year. I took lifetime sports, I think a weights class, and I think I was a TA,
yeah,
and I took
a leadership class probably.
I took the leadership
Yeah.
class, and I went from like college algebra my junior year to like pre-algebra my senior year because I wanted an easy math class and I had to have a math class.
Yeah,
Total joke. So yeah. So good on you. I support your
Thank
decision to
you.
go right.
so
to EA.
August will be your first semester, or did you finish? Have you already taken a semester at EA?
Next year will be my like official first semester. I've been doing their choir classes for
Oh,
like
okay.
2 years.
Okay.
But yeah, next year will be like the official semester starting. So
Cool.
What are your plans on what you're wanting to study?
music, definitely. I auditioned for a scholarship for EA in like a music scholarship. And ASU has a really good popular music program that's like classes on like how to record songs and like
Yeah.
Logic Pro stuff and singer-songwriter classes and everything, which is kind of just what I want to do. So I'm thinking about doing that after.
Sweet. And I mean, transferring from EA to ASU is pretty streamlined.
That's what I did. Yeah. So, do you think you'll go to EA for 4 semesters, or what's your plan?
I'm thinking maybe 2, maybe 4. I'm not sure. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
how
just
it
kind of
goes.
play it
Yeah.
play by ear.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about your family. Are you the youngest? Do you have siblings? What's your family like?
I'm the oldest.
Okay.
And I have a younger sister, and we're like best friends. We're like 3 years apart, but we might as well be twins because we're
Well,
just
the
like,
older you get, the smaller that gap will be too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mhm.
We're so close. And then my mom, and my dad, and then all my cousins and grandmas and everything. All my family is here, so.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's just you and your sister at home.
Yeah.
Okay. And are your parents from the Gila Valley too?
Mhm.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool. So what's it like having does your sister sing as well, or is that not her thing?
Not really. She was doing drums,
Okay.
which was cool. But she's actually an artist. She draws a bunch and stuff, and she's really good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So speaking of like drums, have you ever played with a band, or do you do mostly like solo?
I have a band,
Oh,
and yeah, we played at the. I think you were there when you came up after we played.
Yeah. So tell us about your band. Who are the members of your band? What's their relationship to you? Like, how did you guys meet? How'd that all happen?
So it's Marie Nicholson and Josh Nicholson, and they're married, and they're awesome, and I love them so much. And Josh plays
She sings
drums.
some too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and she does like backup vocal stuff, but yeah, they're super cool. We just connected through like similar like mutual friends. Like we're all like musicians and everything, and it just kind of came together, and we've been playing. That was like one of our second gigs.
Yeah.
Like all playing together, just kind of trying to make it work. But yeah, it's been really fun. I really love them. They're super cool.
so what instruments do they play?
Josh's
Did I miss that?
drums.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
and Marie plays the bass, and
Oh,
then
cool.
I do guitar right
Right.
now.
And so it's just you three in the band.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think if I remember right, the first time that I heard you sing or perform, didn't you play with Jace Hughes? Is that okay? Yeah, I thought so. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was my first band.
Yeah.
Was with Jace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jace has been in probably 100 different bands.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always looking for
Yeah, I think
someone to
he's
perform
great.
with.
that might have been at the Salsa Fest.
I think so. Yeah.
It was either the Salsa Fest or the Spring Festival, because I remember that too. So I think that was 2 or 3 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
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 That was my first band that I'd ever been in. So.
Okay. Was it that? Like, did you guys break it up? Like, did you guys get a
Oh
fight?
no.
I'm just joking.
It was such a good. It was a really good like introduction to what a band is like. I feel like I could have gotten in like a way worse situation with like a first band, but it was good. He's a really nice guy. So.
That's all. Yeah, Jason's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to tell you a funny story about Jace
yes.
Hughes?
Yeah.
This is a funny story about Jace Hughes. He probably doesn't remember this, but because I think Jace was in my brother Jacob's grade, or around that area. But anyways, when I was in high school, I might even been middle school, I don't know, but we were at the movie theater, and how did it go? He was just messing around with us. So it was me and some friends. We were still, it was either middle school or early high school, so we were still young. And we were sitting behind him, and we were talking and chatting and stuff, and he just was giving us a hard time. He's like, hey, I don't want any funny business from you guys back there. He's like, I know how you kids think. Throw popcorn at the fat guy. He's hungry. And we were just busting up laughing. And so that's Jace Hughes. That's his humor. He's a funny guy. But I recognized him, but didn't know him. He didn't know us. But he's like, I'm gonna mess with these kids sitting behind me. Throw popcorn at the fat guy. He's hungry.
That's hilarious.
So.
Yeah, Jace. I've known Jace for a long time too. He always. I don't know if he knows. He does know me, but every time he sees me, he comes and gives me a big old hug. Yeah. Like, all right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. It's always been a dream of mine to be in a band, mostly since I watched School of Rock, and
Yeah.
you watch the end of that movie and you get a little teary-eyed and like, I could be in a band.
Right?
So I bought a drum kit, but it was like 4 or 5 months before my wife and I had a baby. So I played and I got pretty good for 4 or 5 months, and now it's just been sitting stacked in a storage closet for 3 years now. It's such a shame.
What's your favorite instrument to play?
Guitar.
Yeah.
I think I've actually been playing a lot of piano recently because I watched the Elton John movie.
I haven't seen that yet. Is it good?
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I'm a big fan of Elton John. So it just kind of inspired me to play more piano, but probably the guitar, just because it's like the one that I feel like I'm most comfortable with. But
I've always wanted to learn the guitar, not the electric guitar, just the acoustic guitar. But because I always think that'd be fun to just be able to. My mind goes to like hanging out at a campfire and playing there, like with just having a good time. But
Yeah, if you
It's
can,
like the signature acoustic guitar.
yeah,
if you can put 10 songs in your repertoire, it's a good time. That's about where I'm at. I've got my app that I have my favorite songs that I like to play.
Is it Ultimate Guitar Tabs?
Of course, yeah.
See, you're on your way up.
Yeah,
That's what I started with.
now the reason I think I'd be good at the guitar is I am very vocal about this. I was extremely good at Guitar Hero, and I'm sure it's the same thing, right? Like it's
It is
it's got to be the
exactly
same thing, right? Literally, this was my senior year. And I would go to school, and then afterwards I'd go home with friends, and it was back when Guitar Hero was kind of brand new. That was pretty good. So I'm sure I would kill it with a regular guitar too.
Speaking of Guitar Hero, Rock Band, the competitor game, my wife and I put that on our what do you call it? Our registry when we got married. Nobody bought it for us. So
What?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh man,
What?
that's messed up.
That's like
dude.
the best gift ever.
They probably got you like a stupid toaster and other,
Multiple.
lame
I think we
things.
got multiple toasters,
Yeah.
microwaves.
Wow.
Bull crap.
Like, where's the Guitar Hero?
Yeah.
I asked for it.
I'm kind of bummed you didn't show up with a guitar. I was hoping we could.
We
You
should.
know, I was thinking about
We
it.
should.
Tell me, be honest right now. Is there a guitar in your car right now?
No.
Ah,
Dang it. But that would have been cool.
dang it! Yeah, we should have thought of that.
Should have
That
said
would've
yes.
You could have played something for us. So do you prefer like singing solo, or do you like playing in a band?
I like it both. I think it's different both. Cause like with a band, I feel a lot like less awkward.
Mm-hmm. You have a
on
support
stage.
team right there
Yeah,
with you.
because everyone's just with me. But when I'm by myself, I like it when I'm by myself too. It's a lot more like personal. I feel like with the crowd and like.
Well, you'll still do like even with the band. Like I think you'll still do like a solo and stuff by yourself, right? Or does the band play every song with you?
Yeah, they play every song
Okay.
pretty much.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Do you guys have anything coming up? Or you, or your band, or you, Zaylie Windsor by yourself?
Currently, no. I told them I wanted to take this summer off because I've been really busy, so I just kind of wanted to like a little summer break.
Yeah.
But probably once school gets started back up again, we'll play all the festivals and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you missed. What's your band's name?
We don't have a name. It's just like Zaylie Windsor, but like our band behind me.
The Zaylie Windsor Band.
Yeah, that's what Reed calls it.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Have you done the Voice of the Valley with David Bell yet?
I did actually.
Yeah. Isn't that fun?
That was so cool.
Yeah.
I think Reed had me play a couple songs on the radio after.
Live. That's cool.
It was cool. It was a really good experience.
That's super cool.
Now I'm really bummed you didn't bring.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I
We
should
should've
have just
thought
assumed.
That's my fault. I should have mentioned it in the email. So how often do you go play at Genevieve's? Have you been there yet? Whenever they have performances, we need to go.
You
Is it
should.
Thursday nights? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the second Thursday of every month.
Okay, so it's just once a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
It's only once a month.
it's
I
an
thought it was
open mic thing.
That was every Thursday.
That would be a lot to keep up with.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. We always have like somebody new come in. Like last month this guy came in and he had his like fiddle or his violin or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
And his son was playing the guitar. And so we just like mic'd them both and his son was playing the guitar and then he was playing the fiddle and it was so cool. It was just like, we always get like cool people that come in like that and I'm like, you need to come back.
Yeah.
Cause it just like lightens up the night. It's such a fun night.
So are you a regular there every time they do it? Do you
I'm the
usually?
host.
I didn't know that. You're the host. I didn't know that. Cool. So you're performing every time?
Yeah, I do a couple songs like at the beginning, and then everyone signs up, and towards the end.
So was that your idea, or did they just ask you to host? Tell us about that. How did that all come to play?
So my mom wanted me to do an open mic because there's like so many up in Tucson and Phoenix. Like every coffee shop does an open mic night, and I played at a couple of those, and she was like, "You should just do one here in Stafford," and I was like, "No." I was like kind of, I don't know, a little scared because I was just nervous about it, but I think my mom talked me into it. It took about a year for her to talk me into asking Jenny if I could do open mic. And I asked Jenny, and she was like, "Yeah, we'll set it up." And I was like, "That's it."
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's so quick.
Isn't it funny? Like that happens to me all the time with what we do. So we're loan originators. Obviously, we we're here at Man Mortgage, but I am the same way. Whenever I like have a conversation that I don't want to have with someone, like I'm nervous about it, and I usually spend 2, 3, or 4 times longer thinking about the conversation and how it's going to go. I do the same thing with conversations with my wife too. But you build it up in your head like it's going to be some hard conversation, or it's going to be a hard conversation, and then you go and have it, and you're like, oh, that was
right.
I was worried about nothing for nothing, and that's cool.
But yeah, she's really awesome. She just has been letting me do it there. So when more people come on, do they contact you or do they contact Jenny? So I have like this little flyer thing I just post on Facebook and Instagram, and I guess people see it and they just come. So, and we have a couple regular people who come every time, and they're awesome.
Yeah, I know you do it, and then I know Matt Hancock goes and does the comedy, which is I haven't gotten to see him personally yet. Okay, so when's the next one? It's the second Thursday, so that's going to be like probably about 3 weeks.
Month now,
yeah, about a month. So did they just have one last Thursday? Is that the?
Yes, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I need to make sure I go, because I do think that would be fun to. I have 2 little girls. I have a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old, and I think that'd be a lot of fun for them to go to watch people doing that in the community and see, because they love going to performances and listening to people sing and stuff, and that'd be cool for them because it's up close and personal, so they can sit right there and listen to it.
Without naming any names, how have the acts been in general?
Actually, we've had a lot of great people come up, like Chaz Ornelas. I think that's his last name. He comes every time, and he actually brings the sound. We host together, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay.
We're like the 2 of the hosts, but he's really awesome.
So what does he do? Does he play an instrument or does he sing?
He sings and plays guitar.
Okay.
And then I think he has this one girl sing, and they have like kind of like a duo thing going on. They sound awesome. But yeah, we've had so many amazing. It's so cool to see so many like other musicians that like are in this town, because I feel like we don't have a very big music scene in Stafford or Thatcher, and I feel like it's kind of brought some like musicians like out of the woodworks, I guess.
Well, the music scene is the high school's choir concerts and then EA, which honestly is really good, performances. Like the high school quartets, and there's a lot of really good talent, I think. But I mean, like me personally, I don't have anyone to. I mean, this is really bad. I have nieces and nephews that I should go and watch, but
I don't have anybody to go watch.
I am a terrible uncle apparently, and I don't go watch. So I haven't been to like a music performance in the Gila Valley in a really long time. But the ones I remember going to EA concerts, and it was really good music. So that is cool to give another venue or another opportunity for those people to go and perform.
Yeah.
I'm trying to gauge the level of talent that one would need to have to muster up.
Can Davis come sing on Thursday? Is Davis welcome to come and play his guitar?
I have a karaoke machine. We can plug you in on your guitar. You can just sing in a track.
I will definitely be there if Davis goes. So if he doesn't tell me, like if he ever signs up, please make sure you send me an email, because I don't want him to be
going with an alias and a
disguise.
Yeah.
Like what's his name on Parks and Rec?
Oh yeah,
Ron
Duke
Swanson.
Silver.
Duke Silver, yeah. Dude, you should go as Duke Silver. That's what you should do.
And I'll play the sax.
Yeah. I used to play the trumpet.
Oh, really?
I was first chair in the 8th grade jazz band. And Miss Brady was a big fan. Do you know, what's her first name? Dang it. Is it? She's a pastor now. Why can't I think of her first name? Miss Brady. I know her as Mrs. Brady. Anyway, she was our English teacher, and we would always play La Bamba. That was our go-to song as 8th grade jazz band. And I remember at pep rallies or whatever, when we would play that at different assemblies, she would get into it. So Miss Brady will vouch that I was first chair trumpet and we rocked the house.
That's awesome.
Did you do any like band or anything like that in school?
I think I did violin for a week.
A week?
And my grade was already slipping, and he was like, well, you're okay at it, so I quit. So
That's all I needed to hear. You're okay.
The difference of two teachers there. Your voice teacher that said she needs to, get into voice lessons and really pursue this, and then your other teacher, she's all right.
he was honest with me.
Yeah,
so
which is
at
good,
least
I
he
guess.
didn't let
Yeah.
me play bad violin for like 5 years.
We were actually just talking about this over the dinner table last night. Like my nephew graduated on Friday, and they had the band play, and bless their hearts. It's a small band, so I mean,
That venue's hard too.
venue
because
when
it's
you're
just
playing.
wide open
Yeah,
space.
when you're
You
playing
can't
huge
really
venue
hear
with
it.
a teeny
Yeah.
band, it's tough. But we were talking about, because my brother and sister, when they were in school, the band was like the cool thing to do, and it seems like everywhere it's just kind of dwindled, and it's kind of a shame, because
Yeah.
it's one of the coolest parts about going to a football game is the band getting everybody hyped. And
Hopefully it's just this area though, because I mean, if you look at like your big universities, the band is still still a big deal. Like college football games, the band is still bumping, and But I've heard the same stories as back in the day. The football players would skip the halftime, speech from coach, and they would be out on the field in their uniform playing the band.
well, yeah, my brother, when he was at Pima, that's where he went to school. The school had 200 people, and there were 50 people in the band.
That's crazy.
So it's just, I mean, everybody did it.
That was the thing to do.
Yeah, makes you wonder, like, what would it take? And obviously, a good band director, but what else would it take to get that to be the cool thing again?
Right.
I can't really say anything because I didn't do band,
Yeah,
and
that-
I love music, but
yeah.
I didn't do band.
My music class experience in high school was music appreciation.
yeah,
And that was a good class. That was fun with Miss Christensen, and we would go and learn about music and have a good time, and didn't work super hard. It was a good class. Yeah, we definitely appreciated it. But
yeah, it would be awesome if that could be a thing again.
yeah,
I don't know.
maybe one day.
Have you ever considered? I mean, obviously, your trajectory seems to be going to the performing and recording. Have you ever considered like a career in teaching or instructing? No, not for you.
I'm not very. I just don't think I would be able to teach very well because I'm not very patient, or. I mean, okay, I'm making myself sound really bad.
No.
No, I just don't think I would be very good at it. But yeah.
You're a better doer.
Yeah.
Those who
Yes.
can't do, teach.
Zaylie can do
And
it.
those who can't teach Jim.
I don't want to do that either.
School of Rock.
Yeah. Also, that's a funny.
I love that movie.
Have you ever seen that movie, School of Rock?
Oh, I love that
Okay, I was
movie.
gonna say we keep referencing it, but it is a long. I mean, she's only 17.
Yeah, I know.
No, that
that movie
movie
came
is
out.
as
so
you are,
good.
Excuse me.
Oh, he's so funny in that movie.
That is a great movie, and it really does make you like music.
Yeah.
I do
It's
get teary at
inspiring.
the end.
Yeah, I
do.
That's what I'm saying. Every time I watch that movie, I'm like
Yeah.
ready to go start a band.
Yeah.
Who do you think have been some of your like influences in music?
Like famous people?
Anybody?
Anybody.
Who? Yeah. So start with famous people, and then if you have like people that have been influential in like developing your talents.
I like a lot of Elton John. I actually went to his concert. He was freaking awesome.
Oh no way.
Yeah, my dad got me tickets for my birthday. It was like
Was that
the best.
where was
thing
that
ever.
at?
It was in Phoenix, I think, at like their big stadium.
Okay.
But it was like his last like going away tour or whatever.
Gotcha.
But he was great, and I like Queen, like Fiona Apple, Jeff Buckley. I don't know. I like a lot of '90s and like '80s
Yeah.
sort of music, but
That's awesome.
kind of a lot of different people I feel like inspire me.
This might be bad, but I'm really glad that you didn't say Taylor Swift. Just not that I don't like Taylor Swift, but I just feel like that's like the easy answer, you know, because everyone loves Taylor Swift. So I like that you have that background of like the oldies and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
I actually did go to the Eras tour and it was awesome. But
Dude, if looks could kill, you just shot some daggers over at me when I mentioned Taylor Swift.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm with you.
Oh, okay. I thought that you were like
Those
mad at
looks
me.
were reminiscing about my household right now. We're a 3-year-old girl and the biggest Taylor Swift fan ever, and my wife.
Really? So she's glaring at me through.
I mean, she's seen the Eras tour already, and she's going again in
Again?
New Orleans in October. And
Gentry, I have nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with Taylor Swift. I was just saying, I was glad that she had more of an answer than that. So, okay, don't be mad at me. All right. They get mad. The Swifties get mad.
Oh,
You can't say anything bad
that's
about Taylor
an
Swift.
army you do not want to mess with.
No.
no.
But I mean, I'm like, oh, she could sell her tickets and make $1,000 a piece. Why aren't we doing that? But
Yeah. How much did she get them for?
I could look up the real answer, or I could probably tell you
What she told you?
told me. Yeah,
It's good for you to know that girls do that too.
Yeah.
Just joking. I've never lied to my wife about anything like golf related.
But yeah. But because my daughter's name is Isla, and she has grown up with Taylor Swift, and I have kind of put my foot down, and she only listens to girl singers. That's her, like, she's not interested unless it's a female singing, which is fine, but
A little sexist, Silas, but
we are implementing some early 90s No Doubt, and there's a band that I grew up with, Hey Monday, that was later 2000s, and she's starting to like more rock and roll now, so that's been my goal.
Have you introduced her to Fun or the Format yet?
Not interested.
She's not
Only
interested.
girl singers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I can stand by that.
Yeah.
You've been to
I can too. It's cool. She is princesses and everything, and if I can incorporate some rock and roll into that, if it's girl singer, that's okay.
Do you have like a favorite concert that you've been to? Like who? Because that's another thing about music is some people are really good performing live. Some are better just to listen to on, digitally, not on CDs. But do you have like your favorite concert that you've ever been to?
I've only been to a few. Like I went to Elton John. I've been to Coldplay. We tried to go to Imagine Dragons, but it was basically the Kane Brown show.
Mm.
He played like at least an hour and a half,
Oh wow,
and he was the opener. And like he wasn't supposed to play
Whoa,
that long. I
that's
think
weird.
something went wrong, so we only got like a couple songs from Imagine Dragons because it was like 1 a.m. and we were so tired.
That stinks.
It did stink, and I don't like Kane Brown, and I'm sorry if you like Kane Brown.
I don't even know who that is.
He has like a couple hits, like in country.
Probably heard.
These girls listen to him all the
New
time.
England.
Oh,
okay.
I'm working, Davis. I'm sure I've heard his songs. I'm really bad at
Yeah,
names, apparently.
he has a couple hits with like the newer style country.
Yeah.
Hey, can I answer that question though?
Uh-huh.
Favorite concert I ever went to was at the Marquee in Tempe,
Uh-huh.
and it was the Killers and this band called I had at the time I had never heard of them, but they were opening for the Killers. They were called the Struts.
Oh.
And the guy, he was Freddie Mercury reincarnated. Like they opened, and I was like, "This is the most amazing concert I've ever seen." This is he had all the energy. Their music is good, but the concert was incredible, and the venue, it was like maybe 600 people. So I can't remember how much Marquee holds. But then they came out and played Johnny Be Good together, and it was like mind blowing. It's online on YouTube. Look it up.
You were there?
I was there. Killers and the Struts playing Johnny Be Good live. Best ever. It gives me chills every time.
You know
I
what we
think
should
of it.
do?
Was awesome.
We should have Courtney play that at the end of this podcast.
Yes.
Courtney, assignment made. Okay.
Yes.
She'll put that in there. So, do you have any other cool concert stories or anything that you can think of?
That was definitely my favorite one. I have been to a lot of John Mayer concerts. he's a fave.
No?
Oh,
she just doesn't like him?
No, it's just anybody that likes Taylor Swift hates
I don't
John
like
Mayer.
Taylor Swift. I went to her concert. Okay.
Yeah. The first concert I ever went to was Manchester Orchestra. You know who that is?
Yeah.
They're like a rock band, but they were opening for. I'm so bad at this, dude. I can't remember who it is, but anyways, I went because I like Manchester Orchestra. The band that they were opening for is a lot more well known, but I can't think of what their name was. But I went with Gary Allred, not Gary Allred, Gary Wright.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think Morgan Seal might have been there too. But
Makes sense.
well, who's the other? You would know who the other band was, but I can't think of what their name is right now. So I've been to them. I've been to an All American Rejects concert at ASU when I was going to school, and I've been to the band Fun, but before they were super big, they did a lot of small venues like in Tucson and Mesa and stuff, and so I went to some of their concerts when they were still small. So it was really cool because it was like small venues with only 400 or 500 people, maybe not even that many people. It was like the one in Tucson was at like a bar almost, so that was super cool. But probably my favorite as far as like their ability to perform and like the energy that they brought is a band called Alabama Shakes.
Oh yeah.
Do you know Alabama Shakes? They're pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like this little lady that has a big voice.
Brittany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so that was a really good concert. It was at the Arizona State Fair.
Dang, I'm jealous of that.
That was a good they were good. And I know they were good because I know they were good because my sister Annie and her family, they're concert goers. Like that's what they go to so many concerts every year. They love Bruce Springsteen and love going to their concerts to his concerts, but which supposedly Bruce Springsteen is like one of the best concerts to go to is what people say. But Annie said that Alabama Shakes was like up there close with the energy that he brings and stuff.
Do you have a worst concert you've ever been to? Same question for you too.
Probably the Kane Brown show.
Oh yeah.
You should have said Taylor Swift.
No, hers was actually really fun, and
Yeah,
I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah, my friend Jace
It was fun.
said he's been to a Metallica concert and he's a huge fan of
went to
Metallica.
Metallica.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they were awesome.
But he told me Taylor Swift was better than Metallica.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Jace Elkins loves Taylor Swift over Metallica. You heard it here.
Wow. That's wild.
Jace Elkins, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What was I gonna say?
Worst concert.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I really have a worst concert. They've all been fun.
I have one, and I might catch some heat for this. Cowboy Rides Away tour, George Strait.
Really?
It was
Just
played like all the deep tracks that nobody knew, and it was
from his last tour.
$200 for nosebleeds, and
Yeah.
and then it ended up not being his last tour. It was. I love George Strait. I'm not a big country music fan, but I love George Strait, and that was not a very fun concert.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Bummer.
yeah.
I'm going to Smashing Pumpkins
Oh,
actually in September.
Okay. We're out here up in Phoenix.
Up in Phoenix. They're playing with Green Day.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of
I'm
fun.
excited.
As soon as we're done with this, I'm gonna go look up the my first one because I know you've heard of them, but I just can't think of the freaking name right now. I do that a lot. My mind tends to forget everything, but anyways.
Me too. I saw the Struts too.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
And what was your experience like?
He was a cool dude. Like his stage presence was really awesome.
Is
Like he was just
incredible.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His-
He was cool.
The music is good,
Mhm.
but the concert was like, and at the time I had never even heard of them. So
I
they
know,
were
me
really.
neither. It was like
yeah.
a small venue too. It was
Yeah.
in a casino. But yeah, they were super cool.
Yeah.
I will say out of the concerts that I've been to, the small venues I enjoy the most.
Totally.
Oh,
When you're
yeah.
up there close with the band and everything, that's when it's a lot of fun.
We saw Shinedown. I don't know what the venue is called, but I love it. It's like all like outside, kind of open, and then there's like this stage, and there's kind of like this thing that like keeps from the sun and everything, and it's like you like people sit on the grass and everything, and
Is it in like North Phoenix?
somewhere over there, yeah.
Like
But
the
it was
AK Chin Pavilion?
yeah, it was awesome, and Shinedown was really good.
Yeah. I could talk about concerts forever. That's-
Concerts are fun.
yeah.
Any other funny concert experience or anything?
I saw this. Yeah, I've got one. I saw this band. It's a band, but it's really just a girl. Her name is Lights. And right before the show, I tweeted at her and I was like, "Hey, I'm wearing a striped shirt. I'm right in the front. Give me a wink when you get out on stage." And she comes out and she's like, "Somebody just tweeted me and said they're wearing a striped shirt and to give them a wink. Where you at?" And I was like, "It was me." And she's like, "Here you go."
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that's such a Davis story. You have so many of those. You're funny, dude. That's hilarious. Well, cool.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So what's the plan, Zaylie? You're going to EAC, and then you're probably going to transfer to ASU. What? I mean, are you wanting to keep running with the music thing? Like, is this kind of your plan? You're going to give it all you got and see where you can go?
Yeah. I don't really want to do anything else, so I'll just keep going with this and just see where it goes, I guess.
That's awesome. Do you mentioned TikTok? Do you post like a lot on TikTok? Like, do you have a following on TikTok? I don't have. Okay, that's actually why I have a TikTok. I don't follow anyone on TikTok. I mindlessly scroll TikTok and laugh at TikTok.
Mhm.
But what's your following like on TikTok?
I have like 50,000 followers.
Whoa! Jeez. Okay. And you haven't you need to put out, seriously, you need to put some stuff on Spotify. Like, you have all those
I'm
followers,
trying.
they want to listen to
I'm
you. That's
trying
awesome.
to get it together, but
50,000.
I had no idea we were
Yeah. Oh,
the
man.
presence of
So-
celebrity.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I knew you were a local celebrity, but
Right.
that's
that's not that much.
That's super cool. That's a lot. I mean, like I said, I think I have 5 followers on TikTok. So, but I've never done a TikTok video or anything.
So, to what? I've been thinking about how I want to ask this question. Have you put together like a roadmap with goals along the way to try to get where you want to be? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think last year I hadn't written any original songs,
Mm-hmm.
and I like told myself, I think it was last summer, so it's been like a whole year. I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna try to write a song every day. And now I think I have like 20 original songs. And so yeah, I think definitely making goals like that and just like it just keeps pushing me further to like where I want to go.
You have 20 like original complete songs, and
Yes.
you haven't recorded any of them yet.
No.
Zaylie, come on,
What
give
are
the people
you-
what they want.
Well, what are you waiting for? Do you think?
Yeah, what's holding you back?
I think I just have a lot of anxiety with like the recording process because I know things can be re-recorded, but it's a lot of money to record.
Mhm.
Like to have somebody record for you, and like just for like quality wise, like it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I'm just scared, I guess, to like spend money and not like it because I'm really picky.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to do this like at home studio thing to like kind of figure out like what I really want my songs to sound like. So if I bring it to someone and they're like, we want to record this, I'll be like, okay, well this is exactly what I want it to sound like. I want all of this, just so it's like, so I don't leave and like kind of feel like regretting.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
guess, but-
Do you, with your TikTok following, have you put any of your original stuff on your TikTok?
I just I posted one because that's the one that my family tells me is the best one.
Uh-huh.
I'm scared to post because people are ruthless on TikTok. They are not nice.
Post
I don't
and
know
ghost.
if you're on TikTok, but
Yeah, you gotta be careful on social media.
yes.
As some people have found out this last week.
Recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been, yeah.
Won't go
I
into
get that.
details.
That could definitely be, a hurdle. I'll say now, and you obviously have a lot more talent than me and Davis do, but we thought about doing this podcast for like a year before we ever did anything with it,
Mm.
and finally just got to the point where, all right, we're just gonna start doing it. And now you're our 7th guest. Still, it's not like we have a huge following or anything like that, but I'm not nearly as nervous having these conversations with the people that we have on here than I was with our first one. So I guess my point is, I think that, I think once you start doing it, I think that it'll get more, easier for you.
Yeah,
As far
like-
as recording yourself and doing your own, because I think that if with your following, I'm sure you'll get hate, but I think the majority of the people will love what you're putting out there as far as your original music.
Well, and for like years, my mom was telling me to post on social media, and like she's always pushing me to do more, which is it's good. It's like it definitely it pushes me to do more. But she was always telling me to post on social media, and I was just like, I had so much anxiety posting because I would see so many hate comments on like a video that like totally didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
But I just started posting every day, and then started getting followers, and I had this one video go really viral. And then like now I don't have any anxiety posting like
So
just one video.
The one that went viral, did it go viral for good reasons or viral for bad reasons? Because some things get super popular because of bad reasons. Anyways.
It got like 2 million likes. It was
Holy
freaking,
cow.
I was doing this competition in Phoenix that's like with the Alice Cooper. It's like this I don't know how to explain it. Like this place that Alice Cooper started, where like he does like voice coach like and like lessons and stuff. He like gives kids like guitar lessons, not him personally.
Mm-hmm.
But and he does this competition every year. Proofs in the pudding, and I was singing my song, and it was to a track, and it was because it was a Christmas song. It was like we had to have a Christmas song and then an original, and my track stopped in the middle of my song. And I kept singing, and I just had the audience clap, and I finished my song, and so my mom recorded it, and then I posted it on TikTok, and it just kind of like blew up overnight, and
That's
people were like,
super cool.
people were mean, and then people were like, this is cool. So, but
That is cool.
it was kind of embarrassing.
Is it
'cause
still posted?
it is, yeah,
Did you
but
know?
trying to hide it.
I'll get like 30 likes and I think I'm going viral.
I know, like this is the one. This is it. It's happening, and then it stops.
No, yeah, I still post every day, and I'm like, ooh, 20 likes.
Yeah.
It's gonna go viral, and then it doesn't.
2 million though, that's crazy.
It was.
I can't.
It was crazy.
I can't imagine.
That's so
But
cool.
yeah.
We gotta figure out, Davis. What do we gotta do? We gotta come up with something. Get 2 million likes.
I know. After that, I was like, this one's viral. This is viral, and then it wouldn't do good, and I was like, dang it, it's okay.
I always try capturing some funny thing that my daughter says, and
Yeah.
it's so
funny
hard.
kid
It's
videos
so
like
hard
that.
when you try to force it, but
Got it.
you
Yeah.
always miss it when she says the funniest things.
Yeah.
She says the funniest things. I'm like, man, if I'd have had that on video, I could quit my job.
Yeah. And then sometimes, me personally, I'm not saying you or Isla, but sometimes like I think my kids are hilarious, and then I'll like tell the story, and people are like, like
Yeah.
no, that was funny. My daughter's hilarious. Like, you should be laughing more.
Like, she's a comedian, actually.
Yeah.
That is cool. Well, I'll be your next follower. That's
Yeah, me too.
I'm
I
excited.
appreciate it.
I'm not on TikTok a whole lot, although if my wife heard me say that, she'd be like, whatever.
It's addicting.
Yeah.
So addicting. Did you do the Gila Valley Idol?
Yes.
You did. Did you win it?
I won last year.
Yeah, just last year.
I got a judge this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that fun?
It was fun. It was stressful on the final one because you were like, there's so many amazing people, and you just had to. It was stressful, but
That's another really cool thing that the Gila Valley does, that Reed puts on, is the Gila Valley Idol, and that's another opportunity for really talented people to come and have that experience and perform in front of people, and it's cool.
My niece did it a few years ago, and at the time, they didn't let the performers play an instrument. Is that still... Do they allow that now? Or
yeah, I'm sure probably. I actually just used tracks.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Last time that
It feels like everybody, unless it's like a special performance.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's ever been, cause like after I won, and then this year, I guess he was having me perform like before the preliminaries, and I was like with my guitar and everything, but I don't think anyone's done an instrument like.
But do they not allow it, or is
I
that?
bet they don't. It sounds like it. I bet if they did, more people would.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
sure
So
he would be fine with it though.
Yeah, are you more comfortable singing to a track or singing while you're playing the guitar, or what do you prefer doing?
I don't really sing to tracks. I usually like accompany myself, but I feel like for a competition, and the song that I chose needed the track, so I feel like I'm definitely more comfortable like accompanying myself
Gotcha.
than a track.
That's why I asked, because if I am no singer or musician, but if I ever were to do something, I feel like I'd be way more natural playing the guitar than like.
Yeah, he would probably let you too. I just don't think anyone's ever asked
Dude,
him.
I'm just kidding.
You'd be the first one.
Yeah.
Davis
Set a
is
record.
doing Gila Valley Idol 2025. So
The only way that would happen.
you heard it here first.
Is
We're gonna
if-
flip it, and you can't say no next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that were like a fantasy football punishment and I had to.
That's a good idea.
No, we do not want to.
That's a good
We
idea.
don't want to tarnish the Gila Valley item, because that is.
But
keep it sacred.
But you could go and perform at Genevieve's.
You should.
I kind of want to. I think I.
You should.
See, okay, so
Oh, that's another question I was going to ask you. How do they have a lot? Like, are there enough performers that come out to fill in
Oh,
the
yeah.
time? Okay, so I don't need to go.
No, you should though, because sometimes I like have to step in and play a couple songs, and like there's gonna be
What
something.
time
going
would be the
on
best
Thursday.
time that there's not a lot of people there?
Usually like if there's like I guess during the summer now there's not gonna be any games, but I know sometimes we would fall on like a game or something, and so then all the families would be, you know what I mean? But
So summer is a bad time, because then a lot of people are going to show up.
maybe, but you should still.
Yeah.
You really should.
You should. It would be awesome.
So that would be a punishment for me.
And then
but
you
for
can-
you, it wouldn't be a punishment.
You could promote your podcast.
Yeah, that's a good idea. When my wife and I were dating, every Friday night when Lollies, is that what it was called? No. The ice cream shop on Main Street.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think so.
Every Friday
Nice.
night, Ron Green would have his band play cowboy songs.
Uh-huh.
And one time they invited me up and I played a song with them. And
Really? On your guitar?
I've been riding that high ever since.
That's cool. Also, how
No,
can
they
you...
love that
they let
place.
me use their guitar.
Oh.
My wife and I were the only ones in there listening to
So-
them.
Why don't you... What happened to the magic, Davis? Why don't you and your wife do that anymore? Why did you only do it when you were dating? Just joking.
Because it was at Lolly. Is this what it's called?
I don't
Lollies?
think that's what it was.
No, it wasn't Lollies, right? It was something else.
I remember that place. Me and my sister used to love going to that place and getting ice cream.
Yeah. And on Friday nights he had
I
his...
played there a couple times.
You did? Oh.
I not when it was owned by someone else, but like freshman year, I think. I don't know what year that would be. I played there like
That's
2
about-
times.
It closed like right before we got married, which was almost 7 years ago.
I was just trying to give you a hard time.
But then it reopened for somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I played when it reopened
Yeah.
with the guy that was running it and
Yeah.
then it closed again.
Anyway,
Well, cool. Well, do you have anything else that you want to share with us? Like, that we should be looking out for, or hopefully the release of one of your originals on
there's gonna be
TikTok
a
pretty
20
sometime
song
soon?
album coming on Spotify.
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 songs and then deluxe album will come out. I'm
Awesome. I like it.
B-sides.
Looking forward to it.
Besides, yeah. Hopefully original music, that's kind of what I'm aiming for. So,
Awesome. Well, I know I'm
Super
looking forward to
excited
it.
for
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, cool. Thanks so much for coming and chatting with us.
of course, thank you for having me.
A lot of fun getting to know you, and I really do consider you as one of, like, because I hear about you all the time at all the local events. I think you're one of Gila Valley's really cool individuals that I think people know and hear about. So I'm excited to give them the chance to get to know you a little bit better, like we got to. So thanks again for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Don't forget about us when you're
Yeah.
headlining
Oh, I
arena
won't forget
tours.
the first podcast I ever came on.
Hey, this is something. Yeah. Zaylie Windsor's very first podcast. When you're famous, we're gonna really blow up in like 5 years from now. So
You gotta keep the podcast going.
yeah,
That's right.
7 years.
absolutely.
That's right.
Cool.
Thanks, David, so much. It's been a lot of fun.
It was. Thanks, Zaylie.
Thanks for having me.
Cool.
That was fun, Zaylie. I'm excited for you.
Gucci.
my friends. I'm loving our day in LA. You don't get so excited.